Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Deadman, issue number 1 through 6, 1997. This is Neal Adams doing everything. Like, he doesn't do the lettering. That's pretty much it. And even though there is an editor on there, I'm pretty sure he did his own editing too. I'm just saying, like, Neal Adams is one of the greatest. He's one of the greats, and we're lucky to still have him. He's an absolute paragon of excellence. So why do I not like this book? First off, people don't write comics anymore in the second person. You are Boston Brand. You are walking down the street. You don't like how people always look at you in a certain way. No, come on, man. Like, I remember reading those back in the day, and I remember just thinking how annoying it was. It didn't feel like it put me in the shoes of somebody. It's like, but I'm not Boston Brand. I'm not Iron Fist. I'm not all these characters they're telling me that I am. I'm not. So stop. You know, just, so we usually don't write in the second person anymore in comics. And it was a nice reminder, but he actually did it all throughout, which I guess consistency is important, but I didn't like it. I've never liked that writing style. So that is a huge factor in me not liking this comic. On top of that, it looked like there were several different Commissioner Gordons in this. First off, how do you have somebody named Akira and somebody named Tetsuo in this comic? Come on, man. Akira, Tetsuo, Kaneda. Like, what the heck, man? So, no, fortunately, nobody was named Kaneda. That would have been too over the top. Riding on a motorcycle. Anyway, so the comic had some good parts in it. At the same time, it was very, very cheesy. There's really just too much emotion, too much emoting. This felt more like it was a teenager book than anything else. Everybody just, especially Boston Brand, getting ticked off and just, mad at everything. This can't be. Oh my God. And on top of that, when the people were actually talking to each other, it felt like almost everything, like, you know, the ... I have to ... kill him, don't I? Here's the thing, that ... works once in a while. But when you've got it like 2 or 3 times in half of the sentences, half of the speech bubbles that are out there, it's a bit too much. I'm not joking. 2 times, sometimes 3 times. I think I saw a 3 time in there in a single thought bubble or word bubble, you know, like dialogue box. Like it's too much. When you overuse something, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable when somebody does unacceptable things in such an unacceptable way. Now, you see how I just said that several times? It gets annoying. It gets really annoying when you overuse something. So I remember one of my biggest complaints, ostentatious. I think that Stephanie Meyer used that word 4 times in the same chapter in the first Twilight book. Yes, I read it. Shut up. So, like sometimes when you overuse something that's a good idea, it suddenly becomes a terrible idea. And that's what happened here. So too much of this, everything being in the second person, and too much of the ... and too much of the I don't know what the heck is going on. There were actually many parts that I just glossed over in this book and I didn't even bother reading. Did that affect my being able to give you a synopsis on this? I'll never know because I'm not going to go back and read it. And I will probably not be going back and reading issue 2 through 6. Yeah, this is a 1 through 6 issue. So I'm not going to bother giving this a grade because I love and respect Neal Adams way too much. I'm simply going to say that this comic book is not for me. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.